everyone, it's Janet from Gold Medal, and welcome to part 2 of our short series about property management fees and what is typical in a management agreement. So the last time we talked about management fees and termination fees. Today we're going to talk about some of the other fees that some management companies charge and some don't. So again, it's really important for you to talk about fees specific to the management company that you are interviewing in your process of choosing the right management company for your property. So the first thing we're going to talk about is maintenance fees. So with maintenance fees, we all know that part of the job of the property manager is to maintain your property. That means that they are accepting work order requests from your tenant. They are finding the right vendor to do the service on your property. They also are invoiced from that vendor, and then they have to pay the vendor. So some management companies charge a maintenance uplift charge or service charge. Some people call it a convenience fee on top of the amount that is invoiced from that vendor. So on a $50 sink repair, that may not be an exorbitant charge, but in the case of a larger expense, like one of the more than 50 roof replacements we handled in 2014, it can be quite exorbitant. So in our area, some people charge 0, and we've seen as high as 10% as a fee that's on top of every single vendor invoice. In some cases, companies charge a flat fee, like $3 to $10 as that convenience charge for processing that against your property. So it's definitely something that you want to ask and get clarified during the interview process. And one thing that you might want to think about, if that property manager is receiving a percentage of every vendor invoice as a fee to them, do they really have the right motivation to find you the lowest priced vendor who is also well prepared and equipped to handle your maintenance request? Okay? The next thing we're going to talk about is advertising. Do they charge an additional fee for advertising your property? Sometimes property management companies take out full-page ads in the newspaper or expensive magazine layouts, and some of those charges are passed on to the owner. So it's very important to ask about any additional advertising fees that would be associated with marketing your property. Then there is always a one-time leasing fee. Again, sometimes that's 0, sometimes it's a flat fee, and sometimes it's a percentage of the first month's rent. That is a fee that is collected for the service of securing a tenant for your property and actually completing and executing the lease documents on your behalf. So it's important to ask what that is. We have seen as high as 100% of the first month's rent, which means that when your tenant moves in and pays their first month's rent, you will not be receiving any owner transfer. And that means that you will need to pay your mortgage payment absent of any investment from your tenant.